Belshazzar was sowing a harvest that was now going to be incredibly different than his grandfather's harvest. Here's going to be the difference before I read the interpretation. Grandfather was given 12 months after God first warned him in our last sermon I shared with you to change. He gets no time. The time he drinks from that cup, a hand appears. No 12-month warning. It gets shorter and shorter. And so all of a sudden now, Daniel looks at him and he says, well, let me tell you what it means. Here you go. He said, verse 424, and I want you to just follow me here. This is incredible. Verse 24. Then the fingers of the hand that were from him was written. And this is the interpretation that was written. This is it. This is what was written for you. He said, many tekel ephrasin. This is interpretation of each word. Mene, God numbered your kingdom and finished it. Tekel, you have been weighed in the balances and found wanting. And Perez, your kingdom has been divided and given to the Medes and Persians. Wow, pretty strong. There's something out of balance in you, and I am taking from you what you have. Sometimes, and I've said this for the last few weeks, could it be some of the lack? Could it be that this is because of a harvest we've sown? Could the lack of money, could the lack of resources be that God said, I'm not funding that church anymore? They can sell all the chicken and the barbecue they want. I will not fund them. I will not give them money. I will not give them people who will give them money. I will send those people to overcome by faith. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. I'm sorry. I tell you, I'm bad. Bad preacher. Bad preacher. No, I believe that. I believe that if we do certain things as a church, God will send all the tithes to someplace else. If we don't live right, if I got a girlfriend on the side and all that kind of stuff, I think that God unfunds those places. I think God unanoints people. They can preach, they can talk, but it seems just like there's something wrong with it. And you can't figure out why I can't get ahead, why I can't get above, what in the world. And I believe that there's certain things you can do. I believe, for example, if I'm unkind to my wife, 1 Peter chapter 3 says that God will not hear my prayers. My prayers will bounce off the ceiling if I'm not kind, if I don't do what God tells me to do. I believe there's a direct link between my actions and my results. You get that in the natural world, right? You go to work 40 hours, you expect to get paid. If you don't do what God says, if you live the way you want to live, then there's a direct link between the choices you make and God's blessing, God's ability to use you, his capacity to trust you. There's something profound about what we do as a church when we make certain decisions. Blessings do not follow sin. The Bible says righteousness exalts a nation, sin's a reproach. Now, we all make mistakes. We all have flaws. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying God expects us to be perfect. But he does want us to be honest.